back in sunny Santa Barbara. Good friend and colleague Jason Womack, who was here with us last week. We got started on something last week, and we really want to take a focus here on time management in the next couple of episodes. We gave you a challenge. What was that?
Well, we have 1,440 minutes in a day, and the challenge was for a week at work, so we're talking about work-life balance with these few episodes, to keep a time log 30 minutes at a time where you actually stop during the day, write down what you remember doing, and at the end of a day, at the end of a week, you're going to have some really objective data. If you didn't see that show,
push pause, go back, watch it, then come back, pick
it's only about 4 minutes long. You'll get a couple of great ideas. So what we want to talk about today is, if you do that time log, you're going to get some data. What do you do with that data?
Right. So essentially we came up with two main strategies, one of which we shared in an earlier show number 6. We'll put the link down below so you get back and get with that. But that strategy was agendas, creating agendas. And how does that work?
And show number 6 has some good ideas about being proactive with the agendas. What we're going to talk about right now is when you go through a time log, and you actually keep track of those half-hour blocks like I shared. Last week I shared the client that I worked with. In 4 days, he realized he had been interrupted by one person 23 times. More
common than you'd think.
And what I like to do is remind people, if, as they're about to interrupt someone, if they stop, pause, and think, can this wait until a scheduled meeting? Can this wait till one time during the day? It might be that at 9, and then at 9:25, and then at 10, and then 10:13, if they have 4 ideas and they combine all of those into one list, and then at noon, right before they head off to lunch, go over and talk about those 4 things. So being proactive, knowing I'm going to start to collect things to talk to someone about. Managers, directors, anybody who has a direct report, teach this to your folks. Let them, give them a piece of paper, put your name on it, and ask them, hey, as you start to think of things to tell me, will you make a list, and let's meet this afternoon. So that was one strategy.
And I love, and as you were sharing that, what came to me was something which is the complete other way of looking at it, which was if there are some folks that you know are coming that are interrupting your day on a daily basis. Take the proactive measure to connect with them ahead at the start of the week and say, I noticed that we're talking a lot throughout the course of the day. Why don't we set up a meeting? So it can work from both sides.
And that goes in straight into the second strategy, Joe, which is, as you do that time log and you find the people or the items that pull more of your attention away, put a couple of times during that week to connect with those people or to address those issues. I've said for years, if it would work to have a 2 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday meeting with one person on your staff, if that would handle 5 or 10 or 15 interruptions during the week, try that out. And the same is true with an issue or a circumstance. Maybe, for the next few weeks, Wednesdays in the afternoon, you deal with your difficult client base, or you deal with your opportunity client base. But actually scheduling that time, being proactive about it, knowing I'm going to need the time, knowing I'm going to need that focus.
And I know that that's something that you and I, because we're not together on a daily basis, have put into our practice. And it helps us to stay on track and stay efficient with what we need to take care of as well.
And what it does is it gets away from that calling somebody and forgetting the 3 things to ask them because you're dealing with that one. The last thing that either one of us want to do is really waste each other's time by forgetting to bring something up.
And the nice connection here for us, being work-life balance, and then of course the focus that we bring to families, is it's a nice strategy too to bring to the home. You can start to list those agenda items that you want to connect back with your family, and you bring them to the weekly check-in there at the beginning of the week. So it works all the way around.
So, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Definitely. Take care.